Well, Silent Hills might be gone, but at least there's tons of other great horror video game franchises out there, right? Hi there folks, it's me, Aaron, your guide to all things geeky, and this is another weekly Geekly report. And normally on these, I know I cover a lot of comic book news, but that's because what happens to come up the most that I'm interested in. But I am also a huge fan of video games. If you watch my channel, you know I do lots of top 10s and theories about them. But there is another brand of geekery that I'm also a big fan of that I've never really talked about. I love horror stuff. I do. I love horror movies, I love horror comics, and I love horror video games. And we haven't really gotten any in a long time that are really worth noting. So when I saw the trailer, PT, the little teaser playable trailer thing that they did for Silent Hills, oh my god, I lost my mind. That is one of the best horror video games I've seen in forever, and it was just a trailer. That's it. It won awards for best horror game of the year, for best console exclusive game of the year, for God's sakes. And now it's just dust in the wind. It is non-existent. In fact, not only is it canceled and it's not coming out, but Konami was so ticked off, they had all previous versions of this destroyed. Like, you can't download that trailer anymore. And if you go online and you try and sell your PlayStation 4 with that trailer already in there, because believe me, people are paying just to get that trailer now at this point, Konami has made that shut down too. Like, you can't sell that on eBay anymore, alright? This is nuts. They are trying to destroy all traces that this thing ever existed, and nobody knows why. That's not entirely true. We know little bits of stuff. For instance, we know that Hideo Kojima, the brilliant, crazy person that he is, got into an argument with Konami, and now they just can't work together. And that's it. We don't know what the argument was over. A lot of people think it was over the Metal Gear franchise. A lot of people think it might have been this game in particular, but everything is gone. Like, his name is being taken off the games that he created, alright? This is one of the worst breakups I've ever seen. In fact, that kind of is how this is being treated. Konami is treating this the same way that you treat breaking up with your ex. Like, they are just throwing out all the pictures of him in their office right now, just putting it all in the fire and burning it. I mean, I grew up with divorced parents. I know what it's like, and this is kind of what it's like. You're stuck in the middle, mommy and daddy are fighting, you can't do anything about it, and now all that cool stuff that was going to happen doesn't exist anymore. And like I said, we still don't know what this was over. This is gonna be one of those government conspiracy things where in 2 decades, the files are finally released and historians will finally be able to tell the tale. But for now, we're just left here going, so no Silent Hills? What was that all about? And I don't know what Hideo Kojima is going to do from here. I know for a long time he's wanted to get away from Metal Gear, like he was done with that, but they kept dragging him back in. So in a weird way, I'm kind of happy for him. I'm kind of happy that he's free from that. And all I can say is, Nintendo, go to Hideo Kojima's house with a dump truck full of money. Just back it on up to his house and say you will let him do whatever he wants. Because he's got such a loyal fan base, they'll follow him wherever. And don't get me wrong, Nintendo, I love you. I love you guys so much. You're great. Really wish you didn't ad block all of my videos I decide to use your content in, but aside from that, I love you guys. But you guys need to reach out to a wider audience, and nothing's gonna get you a wider audience faster than going to the David Lynch of video games and just going, anything you want. As long as we get a 5-game contract, you can do whatever you want. How many programmers you need? Done. Not to mention, Hideo Kojima does some amazing stuff with the technology he's given. He's a very innovative and creative person. And you guys at Nintendo, sure, you've done some great stuff with the gamepad, but every other game designer who's tried to do something with it just stare at it like your dog stares at your iPod. They don't know what's going on with that. If anybody's gonna be able to figure out how to make amazing games on your little Wii U pad, it's that guy. Plus, I'm just saying, you guys own the right to Fatal Frame, and Fatal Frame ain't that different from Silent Hills. But there was some other big news coming out about horror video games this week, and it was met to mixed reactions. Okay, let me just say this. I love the first Five Nights at Freddy's. The first Five Nights at Freddy's, I think that game is fantastic. I love it. Yes, it's simple. that adds to its charm, in my opinion. That's one of the things that made it so scary. I love that first game. The second one, I really like. The third one is okay. Do you see a pattern here? And I wouldn't be so upset with the announcement that there was a Five Nights at Freddy's 4 coming out, which, by the way, if you're going to 4, just go to 5. Go with Five Nights at Freddy's 5, alright? But I wouldn't be so upset about a Five Nights at Freddy's 4 coming if it weren't for the fact that in the last installment, in the third one, it ended it. It's done. You are over. You had a clean break, brother. Alright, first off, at that point, we know enough clues to be able to figure out who the purple guy is. Secondly, you fight the purple guy. How great is that? That in the previous 2 games, you're fighting the souls of these lost children. In the last one, you're fighting the monster itself. You're fighting the original killer. That was a great twist on this whole thing. But also, you get to set the spirits of the children free. What else is there to do in this franchise? Seriously, I don't know what the fudge you're gonna do in this last game. Are you going to fight the souls of all the security guards who were killed before you by the animatronics? That's the only thing I can think of. Unless you're going to fight MatPat, who's gone insane because you keep making Five Nights at Freddy's game for him to make theories about. That's just my theory. A Thorgy theory. But if you do want to create more story for this, and you do want to add more to it, then alright, I will be looking forward to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Yes, that's the other big piece of news coming out this week from the realm of horror video games, is that Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be a movie. And at first, I was concerned because all video game movies are terrible. But this could be the one. Yes, all video game movies are terrible, but it's only because no one has done it right yet. So anytime I hear about a new video game movie coming up, I'm always cautiously optimistic. Because yeah, they've all been bad, but eventually someone's gonna get it right. They're gonna show everybody how it's done. Same thing with comic book movies. And I have some hope that Five Nights at Freddy's will be the one to do this, because what is there to this game other than the story? You know, you don't have to work in characters. You don't have to work in a famous action sequence or a famous prop from the video game. No, you just get a bunch of dumbass kids who break into this abandoned Fazbear's pizzeria. You know, they've got their found footage cameras, which I know I'm getting tired of found footage too, but for this movie it actually works. And then you just have them running around looking through old documents, and slowly they just learn the backstory of this place. You could actually make a pretty good horror movie out of this. So in other words, don't make this some action movie, don't make it someone running in there in skin-tight leather clothes, just punching all these robots. No, make it an actual horror film. So to sum up, I'm optimistic-ish about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I'm very cautious about the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 video game, and I'm disappointed and upset to see Silent Hills go away. Although, on the one hand, that trailer was so complex in how you got the ending to it, I probably never would have finished Silent Hills to begin with. I mean, I would have been tracing clues all over the place to try and figure it out, because Hideo Kojima is nuts. I mean, that's a guy who, in order to solve one of his puzzles, you had to go out into the real world and find clues from somewhere else, and oh my god. Silent Hills isn't dead after all. Dear God, could it possibly be that Hideo Kojima is so nuts that when he knew that Silent Hills was going away, he decided to take all that information that he had planned for it, all those gameplay mechanics and storylines, and he just went, I'm leaving this, and you know what? Five Nights at Freddy's looks a lot like what a pizzeria would look like in the Silent Hills universe. I'm just playing, there's no way that happened. Hideo Kojima did not go over to Five Nights at Freddy's. That clearly would never have happened in 1,000 years. Or did it? No, it didn't. There's no way it happened. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video, and you know the deal. I want to hear from you. What do you think about this Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Are you nervous about it? Are you excited about it? What would you like to see in it? Leave that in the comments down below. Also, this is the first time that I've done a horror video game weekly geekly report, so you might be new to this channel. If you are, check out the rest of my videos. I'll leave 2 right there. Let's go with one of my top 10s, and actually, you know what, just leave a picture of a monkey and a cat down the bottom. Yeah, I think that says it all about my channel. Alright, but yeah, I've got tons of videos about comic books, video games, anything from the world of geekery, just so check those out, see if you like them, and if you do like them, hit that thumb up button and share my videos with the world. Spread the word! Thank you guys so much for watching this, and come back next time.